Atlanta fans, get ready. Because what just happened inside this franchise is not just a headline, it's a body blow to the future, a moment so shocking that it could change everything about the next year, the next season, and maybe the next era of Falcons football. This is the kind of news that hits you in the chest and leaves you asking one terrifying question: what do we do now? A storm has crashed into Atlanta fast, unexpected, and powerful. Overnight, the entire direction of the team feels like it's hanging by a thread. The quarterback room, the coaching staff, the long-term plan, everything suddenly feels unstable, like the ground is moving under their feet. And it all starts with one brutal truth: Michael Penix Jr. is done for months. The Falcons didn't just lose a quarterback. They lost the quarterback they built their future around. Penix has been confirmed to undergo surgery for a partially torn ACL, an injury that immediately shuts him down for at least 9 months. That means no training camp, no preseason, and maybe, just maybe, no early regular season either. This isn't a small setback. This isn't "he'll be back soon." This is a full reset of the entire plan. And the scariest part? This is Penix's 5th season-ending injury in 8 years. 5. At some point, it stops being unlucky and starts becoming a pattern the team can't ignore. The Falcons wanted him to be the future. They wanted him to be the face of the franchise. Now they have no choice but to prepare for a season without him and maybe even rethink the long-term picture completely. Training camp? Gone. Preseason reps? Gone. A chance to compete for the QB1 job? Gone. If everything goes perfectly, he might return in late August, but nobody in the building believes that's realistic. And even if he does, nobody knows if he'll be the same player. Atlanta is officially in a dangerous spot. The depth chart crisis. The situation became even more complicated after head coach Raheem Morris tried to calm the media with a vague, almost empty comment: "We'll cross that bridge when we come to it." But here's the thing: many people believe Morris won't be the one crossing that bridge at all. His seat is hot. Very hot. And a new coach could arrive before Penix ever throws another pass. Names like Brian Flores, Brian Daboll, John Gruden, and Matt LaFleur are already being whispered behind the scenes. So who's actually running the show? Who's making the quarterback decisions? Nobody truly knows. Right now, the Falcons' quarterback room looks like this: QB1, Kirk Cousins; QB2, Easton Stick; recently promoted QB3, Michael Penix Jr., basically inactive emergency, Kyle Trask; on the practice squad. Trask has experience but isn't seen as a real starter. Stick is a temporary bandage. Penix is injured. Suddenly, everything sits on the shoulders of Kirk Cousins. But here's the twist: Cousins may not even be on this team next year. Yes, he's under contract. Yes, he's starting right now. But the Falcons have an option to move on and save $35 million by making him a post-June 1st cut. This changes everything. Cousins isn't just playing football. He's fighting for his job. For his career. For his future in Atlanta. At 37 years old, with injuries piling up, he has to prove he can still carry a team, or the Falcons will choose the cheaper, younger path. Because if he gets hurt again? If he struggles again? The decision becomes easy. What if Penix can't be the future? What if Cousins isn't worth the money? What if neither is the answer? That's why the 2025 NFL Draft suddenly matters more than ever. Atlanta has no first-round pick, the Rams own it. So the team must strike gold in the 2nd or 3rd round. The franchise is standing at a crossroads, staring at a quarterback crisis that could shape the next decade. The quarterback picture in Atlanta is now chaos on full display. The names floating at the top of the draft discussions tell you everything: Len Norris Sellers, Jaden Mayaba, and Cade Klubnik. Each comes with potential, but none of them screams ready for the NFL tomorrow. Sellers, a raw physical marvel. Big arm. Big frame. But unpolished. He's a long-term project, someone who needs time to learn the pro game. Mayaba, cleaner mechanics, sharper passer, more polished in the pocket, but pressure breaks him. Blitz him, and the magic disappears. Klubnik, deep ball wizard, throws lasers downfield, but heavily relies on reading the first option. Not exactly the type to scramble and make plays outside the plan. If Atlanta thought they could pick a QB and immediately solve their problems? Forget it. That dream is gone. Instead, the Falcons may need a developmental quarterback, someone who can sit, absorb the offense, learn under fire, and maybe step in mid-season. If Penix isn't ready, if Cousins is gone, they have no choice. And that's the hardest part, uncertainty. Stick isn't proven. Trask has shown flashes, but not enough to trust. Penix is injured, history of setbacks looming over every practice. Cousins is old and expensive. The draft is a gamble. Free agency? Not much better. The names available are almost comical when you look closely. Aaron Rodgers, brilliant, but on the tail end of a legendary career. Joe Flacco, solid, but his best days are behind him. Zach Wilson, inconsistent, unreliable, sometimes can't complete basic throws. Russell Wilson looks washed, struggling to regain form. None of these options offer a long-term solution. Atlanta is staring at a void. And here's the thing, when you hit rock bottom, there's only one way to go up. So the real question now, do the Falcons go all in on drafting a quarterback this offseason, even knowing it's a gamble, or do they try to patch the position through free agency? Drafting might not just be strategy, it may be a necessity. Without a first-round pick, the pressure shifts to the second and third rounds, where the risk is higher and the margin for error is smaller. The selected quarterback will need careful guidance. He'll need to be nurtured, protected, and eased into the offense. At the heart of this chaos lies the ultimate challenge, trust. Can the Falcons trust Michael Penix Jr. to stay healthy? Can they trust Kirk Cousins to lead the team without risking cap space or age-related decline? The answer seems clear: Atlanta needs a plan before the season begins. They can't hope Penix returns and everything magically works. Hope doesn't build championships. Clarity and preparation do. And the new head coach will be the key. Whoever arrives, Flores, LaFleur, or another candidate, will inherit this quarterback puzzle and be forced to act decisively. Expect intensive evaluations, aggressive planning, and tough decisions. No one will wait. No one will compromise. It's also clear, this rebuild won't be pretty. It won't be easy. It will be messy, slow, and full of growing pains. A rookie may start. The coaching staff may need time to find chemistry. Early losses may sting. Fans will have to reset expectations. But that's the nature of a real turnaround. This isn't a one-week fix. This is building for the next era, and clarity of direction will be the only thing that makes the chaos worth it. Atlanta is standing at a crossroads, and the worst thing the Falcons can do right now is try to play it safe. Trying to keep Kirk Cousins while hoping Michael Penix Jr. heals perfectly, while also sneaking a peek at the draft, that's a recipe for confusion. That's a recipe for mixed messages, fractured leadership, and a team with no identity. And Atlanta has been stuck in this quarterback limbo for far too long. This injury, as painful as it is, may finally be the push the franchise needs. A catalyst for real change. The Falcons must commit to a plan and commit hard. If the plan is to draft a quarterback, they must go all in. No half measures. No hedging. If the plan is to bring in a bridge quarterback, they must make that choice decisively. Hesitation now costs more than just games. It costs identity, morale, and trust. But here's what makes this so difficult: this isn't just X's and O's. This is deeply emotional for fans. Falcons fans have endured heartbreak after heartbreak, the near misses that felt like seasons wasted. Rebuilding years that seemed endless. The sting of Super Bowl 51, still lingering in memory. To see yet another potential franchise quarterback like Penix go down? It hurts. And now, to add salt to the wound, Kirk Cousins might not even be the answer going forward. That's a lot to swallow. Football is brutal. It's cold. It's business. Decisions that sting today may be what saves the team tomorrow. Here's where it gets critical: if the Falcons cut Cousins now, they free up $35 million in cap space. That's freedom. That's money they can pour into strengthening the offensive line, improving the defense, signing skill players who can protect and mentor a rookie quarterback, but the key is timing. These moves have to happen early in the offseason. Hesitate, and the opportunity vanishes. Right now, every game Cousins plays is an audition, not just to lead, but to prove he's worth keeping at all. Can he carry this team deep into the postseason? Maybe, but the odds feel stacked against him. Meanwhile, the locker room is watching. Players can sense uncertainty. They feel when a franchise isn't sure who's under center. That kind of doubt erodes morale and can cripple cohesion. Leadership isn't just strategy, it's clarity. And right now, Atlanta doesn't have that clarity. Then there's Penix. Without preseason reps, without training camp, he wouldn't be ready until deep into the season, if at all. Even then, what version of him shows up? Will he play at full strength? Will he be effective after months of recovery? Will throwing him into week 3 or 4 lead to lost games, missed opportunities, and a delayed rebuild? Waiting on him is a massive gamble. Painful, yes. But necessary. This injury forces the Falcons to face a reality few wanted to admit: they must plan without Penix. It doesn't mean giving up on him forever. But it does mean building a quarterback room that can win now without relying on hope. Because hope is not a strategy. Hope doesn't win games. Hope doesn't build a franchise. This may be the true beginning of Atlanta's rebuild. Painful, frustrating, messy, but necessary. The next 3 months, free agency, draft meetings, coaching hires, will determine more than the next season. They will shape the entire trajectory of the franchise for years. Falcons fans, here's what you need to do: stay locked in. Don't look away. The season may be unraveling. The headlines may sting. But beneath it all, the groundwork for a brighter future is being laid, one tough, uncompromising decision at a time. Go Falcons!